Okay, I guess we're doing this again. A little less than a year ago, this grown woman, who I think is around 31, 32 perhaps, started stalking me. She used to watch live streams with me and my ex-boyfriend, Russ McCamey. She was an active supporter. When I got out of the situation with him, she seemed to continue to be very supportive. Now, I never had one-on-one conversations with her in any real capacity. We talked maybe twice. I think I said 2 things to her. It was just a back and forth of, I think, I'm glad you're okay, something like that. And that was it. That was the whole thing. Now, for context, Justin Wolfstar had made a group called Shaylin Nicole Williams Exposed, where it was just him harassing me, and mostly my friends watching and sending me what the posts were. I didn't really get comments or anything because nobody gave a fuck about what he was talking about or agreed. So I made a group called Shaylin Nicole Williams Exposed and got a ton more members on there. It was sort of my inside joke to take it back and be like, well, here it is. Here's Shaylin Exposed. It was clearly a joke and something that was just meant to be fun. Like, yeah, where I would send out notifications about stuff I was up to, new content, all that good stuff. But, you know, Facebook makes the group chats for the groups, or they used to. I guess they're phasing that out now. Kerry was a member of the group, so she was in the group chat. One day, shortly after Chris and I had started talking. Of course, I've known him for about a year before that, but when we started talking in a real way, Chris is my current boyfriend, by the way. She went in the group chat and started saying really weird, crazy things. I believe it was when me and Chris were in California filming with Trilogy Media for the podcast, but I could be wrong about the timing. She was saying things about me and Russ were trafficking her, even though we had never met her. And yeah, I believe Russ had spoken to her before because, you know, he wanted her to sing karaoke, you know, doing his little dating thing he does. Which, if you want to watch my original video about all of this, it's on my YouTube channel, just Shaylin Nicole Williams, addressing my stalker drama. That's the video. But anyway, I'm gonna give it what I can here. So then she just started commenting everywhere these like crazy things about like the feds and I think the CIA and stuff. It wasn't just about us. Like, she was going off crazy about random stuff. And clearly it was some, you know, I kind of told everybody in the group, like, she's clearly having some sort of episode or something. I didn't know that she had drug use, but it was clear, like, she was acting wild, right? And then she started accusing me of all these things online, so I blocked her. And then she just kept making posts about me, and it just went on and on and on. Then she told Chris that Russ is the founder of AA, and that we were stalking and blackmailing her, and that his real name was this other name, and it just went on and on. But anyone with common sense who looks at her posts with no punctuation, just scattered and makes no sense, can see that she's clearly unstable. But that's when she started obsessing over Chris, because he said one thing to her. He said, "What makes you think that Russ is the founder of AA? That's not true." So she started making posts and like stalking him and tagging him, being like, "Chris is the only one who understands me. At least Chris will listen to me." You never talked to Chris. She made it seem like they had this like relationship or something going on. It was, well, lo and behold, a few days later, she made, after like doing this for like, I think a week or so, and also sending me anonymous messages. I say anonymous because I know who it was, because you don't use punctuation. So after sending me a bunch of threatening and weird messages saying, "Don't come to my state," and "the feds are after you," and "I'm talking to the feds right now," blah, blah, blah. After all of that, She says, I did this all for views, and I have the comments. I screenshotted everything. She said she did it for views and continues to brag about how she got all these new viewers and followers because my people were going over and watching to defend me or to show me what was being posted. So the whole stunt was to get attention. Well, we continue to ignore it, and then throughout the months, throughout this whole year, she keeps going and sending me anonymous messages, which I mostly choose to just ignore because if it's attention she's wanting, which it is, then I'm not giving it to her. Now, throughout the time, she's changed the story to be, Shaylin has bullied and harassed me, and I am completely innocent. I'm just mentally ill, and this is all her fault, and she's a bully, and how dare she? She's a horrible person. Karma's gonna get ya. I didn't bully or harass this woman. I defended myself a few times because you were being fucking insane, saying horrible things, and posting them online as if they were facts when you know they're not. So, out of fear that she started to become irrelevant, she goes on more tirades and starts posting about me again. And so I finally posted a few things to reply, like, I'm going to keep blocking your accounts, Kerry, until you stop messaging me. And she just started blowing up, saying all the same things again, going on her tirade. But this time she started trying to tag my friend Brandon, who's allegedly poisoning the water. Now, my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend from some years ago, she watches every story I post. Like, it's really creepy. She's in groups where she posts hate about me. She's just really disgusting, right? She's like 40 years old with a child, and her concern is typing in my Facebook and going to look at my posts every hour. But you're over my man, right? So that woman and the troll, Justin, they're taking this insane woman's posts and being like, hey, see? Gotcha, guys. See? Somebody else sees it. But it's like, okay, go look at the rest of this girl's posts and then come back, guys. And when she turns on y'all, good luck. Good luck, Andrea Welker, whatever your name is. Justin Wolfstar. You're gonna have a friend for life. And then it gets even better. Kerry goes back and posts again about how her viewers have grown and shows how much more views she's getting and stuff, proving once again it was an attention thing. That's where I lose some of the sympathy. If somebody is literally just having a psychotic break and they really believe what they're saying and, you know, they're just having a rough time, that's one thing. But when someone is going out of their way saying it's for attention and views, that's where I lose the... No, you know what you're doing. You've acknowledged, you know, your illnesses. You've acknowledged everything before, but all you want to do is put the responsibility on other people. That's not how it works. Bullying, harassment, it's beyond bullying and harassment at this point. It's, I'm going to be contacting somebody legally if shit doesn't stop type thing. So I hope she enjoys her views and attention that she's only getting because she mentions me and my boyfriend. Real weirdo move. And she wants to say we look alike now. I have a bob. And you don't own brown hair. I don't even wear makeup most of the time. Baby girl, we do not look alike. Thank God. Now, if I film like this all the time, maybe. Your parasocial behavior is destructive. Some people really do not need to be online. But enough said. I will only address this again if it's legally.